Hello, beautiful soul tribe. I have some amazing friends and met some wonderful angels along the way and the path of this creative endeavor that I'm doing with this film. And recently I was contacted by a man that I met on one of Dean's tours, and he is busy writing a book on some of the sacred sites around the Western Cape, and I've really enjoyed his non-fiction work on how he sees these sites and the particular interesting take that he's put on them. And it's so wonderful to be working in a field and then see other people's perspectives on it, and it has allowed me to have other perspectives and wider perspectives and remember partly what I was wanting to achieve as well. And so that has been something really beautiful for me the last 2 weeks. And then other angels, I have two friends that really help a lot with my state of mind, and I'm so grateful to them. And all my close friends, really. I feel like crying just saying that. And another friend of mine who is giving me half an hour of his time, a scriptwriter, also very much needed, because sometimes you have this particular idea in mind on what you're wanting to do, but it doesn't always come out well on paper. So I wouldn't say that I'm just lucky. I would say that as I'm walking this path and I keep taking the next step and the next step, people are showing up, people that I've had connections with, people that even small connections, even just a smile and a hello and a quick chat are coming to go, how can we help you with this project? We love what you're doing. And it's so heartwarming. Even people that I don't see very often, and they say, oh, I'm watching your videos, and I'm like, oh my God, someone's watching my videos. Because it's a lot of work to put them out there, but part of what I'm doing is that I love to share it. I love to share what I'm doing. And again, I'm still nervous about what I'm doing, what I'm about to do, taking another trip into Africa to bring in another or deeper element to the story of the Skywatchers documentary. And I think a lot of my fear now is around finances, and I realized that probably a little bit more than 10 years ago now, yeah, I think it was before my daughter was born, so definitely more than that. I was making a documentary and had to travel to London to make it, and then I had to travel back to London to do some little fillers, and I was much younger then, and somehow it was easier. But it's so amazing to be able to remember me thinking, okay, I'm spending the last of my money on this, and I want to make this film, and I'm just going to do it. And I did it. I actually flew there twice so that I could when I spent longer in the edit suite than I did making the film, and I spent a fair amount of time putting the film together and doing it. And then when I'd got a certain point in my edit, and I was like, oh, it still needs this. And I had to fly back to London to do it, and I was like, okay, I'm going to spend the last of my money, and if I have to, I'll waitress, because I didn't know what other skill I could think of to do, and it was okay. I got home, I put it together, it worked, and somehow I was okay financially. I don't know how that happened. It just normal life happened, and some money came in for me to still live my life. And so for me, I think back to that project and I go, okay, I'm going to be okay. Of course, I've got a bit more responsibility now, but it's the same concept. Yeah, so I just wanted to share part of where I'm at. I'm busy getting ready for this trip into Africa, into Zimbabwe, Namibia, Botswana, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm also nervous about getting the shots that I want to get, being able to speak to the amazing people that I want to speak to, some really wise Indigenous people. It's really interesting watching some content on Africa and how tribal some of our tribes in Africa are. And what I'm trying to achieve with this documentary is finding the spirituality, not just of what's coming out of Africa, but what's coming out of Africa now. So we do have some really beautiful Indigenous wisdom, some of which is very secretive and has been kept by specific wisdom keepers, people like Credo Mutwa, who have shared some of the secret wisdom, and you have to applaud them because this knowledge needs to be shared so that people can understand and get on board and take it on. So I'm hoping to find some of these beautiful people or to interview. Dean has found some beautiful people, and yeah, to really share what it is that the wisdom keepers have to share in Africa. Thank you for listening. Jai Gurudev.